Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is episode 3 of season 2. Today, we're going to be facing the Browns at home, Monday night primetime game. So, we win this game. We're at 500, 2-2 on the season. A couple things to note: Nick Chubb, Myles Garrett, and Derwin James are scheduled to be free agents into the coming year. I was able to agree on a contract with Nick Chubb, 7 years, $66.5 million. Little bit of a steal considering what some of the other running backs around the league, like Ezekiel Elliott, got in real life. What Christian McCaffrey could get as well. So I don't think that's that bad of a contract considering what we get out of Nick Chubb. Myles Garrett. Okay, now just for comparison's sake, we signed Joey Bosa to a 7-year, $120 million contract. Myles Garrett turned down a 7-year, $134 million contract. So he turned down $14 million more than what Bosa got, and said that he's going to test free agency. So I don't usually like using the franchise tag. However, in this case, I'm going to have to franchise tag Myles Garrett in the offseason, hopefully work out a contract next year. Derwin James, I offered a contract pretty close to what he was asking for. I maybe bumped off like $250,000 a year from the salary, and I think I bumped off like $80,000 a year from the signing bonus. So I didn't bump too much off, especially considering what he was asking for. And I think it only came out to be that I was offering him about $2 million less than what he wanted, and he turned that down. Now, he hasn't shut down negotiations yet, so I still have a chance to go back and get him next week. But those three are people that we need to bring back. So, and I only have one franchise tag, so I got to make sure I lock up Derwin James in the contracts, which means I'm going to have to pay him more than I want to, because my franchise tag is already going to be locked up with Myles Garrett. With that said, Mike Williams, our wide receiver, is also going into free agency, or his contract is expiring. I don't think I plan on bringing him back. He's starting to get a little old, and he's only an above average receiver. So I'd have to pay him quite a bit of money in order to get him to stay, which means that not only is he taking up a position that a young wide receiver can use to develop, but he's also taking up money that I can use to sign other people. So our number one wide receiver will not be back next year. With that said, everybody else that is a free agent aren't people who are in our long-term plans. So as long as I can franchise tag Garrett and lock up Derwin James, then we have the three pieces that I want to keep going into this offseason. So that's all the updates. With that said, it's time for that Monday night game. Let's go Nighthawks.
Tonight, from Oklahoma City, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. As we'll see Phillip Rivers and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks. Along Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Oklahoma City team as they interplay here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over.
Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and...
From the 24, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Third down. And 8.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Running from the gun with Howard. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Howard, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, they run with Howard. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up...
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Brought down at the 28-yard line.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
Mayfield's pass.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. First down, Mayfield.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms here going over the middle. Third down.
Incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Yards to go.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him and forced that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
Nighthawks, nothing.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. He'll get this to Wood. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Derwin James on the coverage.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Derwin James.
Mayfield with it once more. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
10-yard line.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. This is caught by Williams. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
on the carry. Kamu Bruget-Hill on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 24-yard line.
They go play action. Rivers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll begin with a handoff to Howard. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They started on the ground with Eckler. So he got free at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
The ball carrier.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. Well, nearly picked.
Rivers.
And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on here to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Complete to
25 yards that time.
It's a gain of.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Running with Howard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Browns.
On 1st down, it's Howard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. interception, Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Ross.
Mayfield.
That catch good for only a couple.
To John Ross. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Mayfield lost the football. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 5. Good for a first down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. 1, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got 1 there. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Rivers on the money, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. First down, Rivers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rivers. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Intended for
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They run. Chubb. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is right there. It's good, but hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker. And if they did, that'll be a 1st down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a
Well, the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs. They'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there.
Mayfield lost the football, but I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield steps away to his left. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
1st and 10.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Ward. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll get this to Ward. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 39
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's Ward, complete right side. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
The previous play is under review.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Here's Madden now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
22-yard line. A 5-yard pick.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 8.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, Mayfield. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings
A
up
reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Again, it's Rivers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
They'll throw again. Rivers on the screen. This is Eckler. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now the extra point. Up.
Is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Browns 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now it's Wilson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. And able to rip off a big big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Got a man open. It's Ross. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Open man is Ross, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Nighthawks 10. Browns 6.
So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the visiting Saints who were able to walk away with the road victory. Jalen Richard, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 28-7, your final score. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 10-7, your final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Return. They'll take over. First down and 10.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies and try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Rivers now from the 50. Over the middle, completes this to Ward. get him down as he's inside the 40. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action. Rivers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
First down throw here for Rivers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 21 yards away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
Round 6.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the board.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And this is how the game has trended for him numbers-wise. He's really picked it up. And I got to be honest, I don't know schematically. This is where I need you. What does the defense need to do to get back to that start that they had on him?
You've got to harass him early in his route. Right off the line of scrimmage, someone needs to be there. So it's not what we call a free release where he just gets into the route so easily. Because once he builds up momentum and speed, forget it, you're done. Knock him off of that, chip away at his timing, and then make sure you have a second person there in the vicinity as well. Too big and too strong usually for one person to handle.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Already too often in this game, we've seen him break runs to the 2nd and the 3rd level. And I think this defense has been way too focused on their passing game. At some point, they've got to understand that the running game is hurting them as well. That last run, That bit him again. At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction, but was able to track the ball in another.
Rivers, he leaves to Eckler on the draw. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Eckler, the ball carrier. The tackle by Melvin Ingram. 1 yard gain. Brings up
on 2nd and 9. Rivers firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Rivers
after an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
On the cover.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Austin Eckler.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Landry, eluding the tackle. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
10 at their own 21-yard.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Second and 12. They go with Howard again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's tackled.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Now Howard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Cleveland.
It's a gain of 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A gain of
well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run with Howard. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down throw from Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Howard. 2nd and 10. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
They'll run again with Wilson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made at the
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7-yard line.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
10-yard loss on the play. It's
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, this from 34. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
17. Browns 9.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll good for 16, and the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 42.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, Rivers. It's Williams on the catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Chubb.
At the 50-yard line.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Next, Chubb. That's good. 4A.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Rivers. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Rivers.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No
Third
gain.
quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
The 40-yard line.
Rivers on the money, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
85. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. To throw, Rivers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
10 at the 22-yard line.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Down at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And again, it's Chubb. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive. 2 for 2. To throw is Rivers. Probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Nighthawks 20. Browns 9.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He finds his target, Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Second and 20. Mayfield to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Throwing, Mayfield. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On the return, they'll take over. First down.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Rivers will find Williams on the slant. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
No, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers got his man. It's Williams. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll will set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Mayfield.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
on 3rd down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's airing it out for Williams. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Brad Delpit.
intercepted by the Browns.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Following the interception, Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Austin Hooper.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 35-yard line.
And his pass incomplete.
Mayfield's pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Akeem Talib on the coverage.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he can't quite pick it. interceptions so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
52-yard attempt.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
20. Browns 12.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Take over first and 10 at their own.
Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
26. A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers will get this to Ward. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
from the 39. Rivers, he's got it complete to Perkins.
Rivers pass.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rivers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
2-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Eckler, the ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. 3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Rivers. On the screen, this is Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And the lead is up to 15 now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man, Wilson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 15. A minute 55 remaining. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 two-point conversion mixed in there as well. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
Mayfield's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 48 yards. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Jordan Howard.
From the red zone now, Mayfield, 11 yards there, first down. A nifty bit of scrambling there, 12 yards, first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, possession switches hands. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 18. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tonight's
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Drops, drops, drops. That was the big key in this game. You know, we had a few drops ourselves, but the Browns just couldn't hold on to a football to save their lives. So those drops kept leading to just drive-killing plays, and they couldn't get anything started. Our defense played well, but honestly, there's a lot of wide-open drops that they had. So I think that was a big difference in this one. On offense, we executed pretty well. Like I said, we still had some drops, and I'm still getting frustrated over the fact that Austin Eckler is getting the majority of the carries, it seems, especially in situations where Chubb should be getting the carries. And you see that Eckler gets stuffed on most of those, whereas when we see Nick Chubb run the ball, most of them are for 6, 7, 8 yards. You know, so I don't know. We'll see. I don't think I plan on bringing Eckler back whenever his contract is up. I may go ahead and just trade him off and bring in a rookie receiving back, someone that isn't going to take carries away from Chubb, because as effective of a back as Eckler is, especially in the pass game, I think the offense would work better if we were using our primary running back. You know, Nick Chubb is our best offensive player, and he gets 18 touches a game. So we got to figure out a way to get him more touches. Huge game from Mike Williams, of course, right after I said that I don't plan on bringing him back. Myles Garrett, massive game after he turns down our contract, so putting us in a position where I'd be foolish not to use the franchise tag on him. One thing I did forget to mention, though, Nick Bosa, in that home opener, or season opener, we seen him leave the game. He ended up having a dislocated elbow, so he was out this game. Should be coming back in a week or two. But even without Bosa, our defense played pretty well. Now, if only he can actually stay on the field and produce when he's on the field, he'll actually start making that $120 million, or being worth that $120 million that we paid him. So, you know, the team's growing. I've seen some good things from some rookies, especially our defensive tackles. They were making some plays today. Our tight end Wynn made quite a few catches and scored a touchdown. So a lot of positives from us this week. We'll have to continue building on it if we want to get better leading into next season. So anyway, that's all for today's game. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow with another one.